Hi, my name's Alyssa from Alyssa Engle Cycling. Thank you for joining me for this 30-minute indoor cycling ride that we're filming outside in the state of Wisconsin. Please grab some water, hop on your bike, and we'll get started. Sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna start with 3 deep breaths. First deep breath in as your shoulders come up to your ears. And release as you exhale. Second deep breath in, shoulders back up to your ears. And relax them all the way back down as you exhale. Third deep breath in. And breathe out any tension you're holding on to in your shoulders. Hands come down into first position. Scan your body for a minute. Shoulders should be nice and relaxed. Elbows tucked in tight, knees in line over your big toes. Toes relaxed in your shoes. Feet are working with the pedals, bringing them around in big, even circles. Let's go ahead, add on some resistance to the bike. Coming to about a level 6, which should be about a flat road. So not too much resistance. Legs are slowly waking up. Add on a little more resistance, coming up to a level 7. Should feel like you're starting up a little bit of a hill here. If you're new to these classes or you just need a refresher, when we talk about levels, we're talking about levels of resistance, meaning how difficult is it to turn those pedals on the bike. Anywhere from a level 1 to a level 10, although we really never go below a level 6 here. Let's add on more resistance. Coming up to level 8, we're gonna come up out of the saddle. Hands stay in first, standing run. Cadence should be between 70 and 80. Hands are light on the handlebars. Weight centered over your feet. Stay with it. Muscles in your legs are waking up. Keep going. Back in the saddle, take down that resistance back to a level 7. Hands are still in first position. Cadence should be between 80 and 90. Be here for just a couple seconds, then we'll be back up out of the saddle. Take a couple deep breaths. Scan your body for form. Make adjustments where you need to. All right, level 8, come back up out of the saddle. Cadence between 70 and 75. Core is engaged, legs are strong. Keep going. Back in the saddle, take down that resistance back to a level 7. Cadence comes back up to between 80 and 90. Movement should be smooth on the bike. Stay with it. Increase that resistance. Level 8, back up out of the saddle. Cadence again between 70 and 75. Stay with it. We're gonna add on a little more resistance coming up in a moment. Gear up to a level 9. Hands come out to third. Heavy resistance on the bike. Keeping your cadence between 60 and 70 should be challenging. Dig in. Legs are still fresh. There are a lot of mosquitoes here, so if you see me waving randomly at things, I'm just trying to keep them away from my face. Back in the saddle, decrease that resistance back down to a level 7. Grab some water if you have it. We're gonna go into our first longer climb of the day. So as soon as you're ready, hit that hill with me. Gear up to a level 8. Slide back in the saddle. Cadence should be between 70 and 75. Keep your shoulders relaxed, core is engaged. Power is coming from your legs. We've got about a minute left in the saddle before we gear up and come up for a standing climb. We're gonna hit our first level 10 on this hill, so get ready. Hands can be in first or come out to second, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Slide back in the saddle. Everybody start rolling now. Start rolling now. Everybody start rolling. You need to come this way. Keep going. Keep that cadence steady. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep going. Add on heavier resistance, coming up to a level 8. We're gonna sit with this resistance in the saddle for just a little bit. Try to keep your cadence between 70 and 75 still. That should feel harder with that heavy resistance on. It's easy to hate what's surprising. I'm on cloud nine, I'm still rising. And I'm on it now. All right. Gear up again. Coming up to level 9. You should want to get out of the saddle at this point. So we're going to hands come out to third, standing climb. Cadence between 60 and 70. Even though your upper body is further over the bike, weight should stay centered over your feet. Hands are light on the handlebars, just here for balance. Stay with it. Got about another minute here before we hit that level 10. Keep going. Don't touch that resistance. Still on that hill. Say the words, you know that I wanna hear. 'Cause when I feel the sound, my feet can't touch the ground. All right, steepest part of our hill. Gear up to level 10. We're gonna be here for about 40 seconds before we decrease our resistance and sit back in the saddle. We will still be on our hill though. Just won't be quite as steep as what we've got right now. Come on, dig in. Cadence between 60 and 65 should be challenging. Legs are feeling it. Breathing should be labored. Muscles burning. Push through. All right, we've got about 2 minutes to the top of this hill. Gear down to level 8. Slide back in the saddle. Hands back in second position. Cadence between 65 and 75 should be challenging. Still got pretty heavy resistance on the bike. Keep going.
Hey girl, got me running around all over town for you.
Legs are working with the bike, pulling the pedals back and up.
Got me running around all over town for you.
Keep going.
Got me running around all over town for you.
Got about 10 seconds left at this pace. All right, 1 minute to the top. Gear up again, level 9. Cadence between 60 and 65 should be a struggle. This resistance on the bike is uncomfortable. That's a good thing, keep pushing. "40 seconds to the top. Last 30 seconds, your choice. You can sit at a level 9 in the saddle, or you can gear back up to a level 10, come back up out of the saddle. Your choice. Either way, you're pushing yourself. Either sitting at a level 9 or standing at a level 10. You're almost there. Keep pushing. All right, back in the saddle. Decrease that resistance to a level 6. We're gonna recover for a couple seconds. Take a few deep breaths. Drink some water. Couple nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth when you're able. And then we're gonna gear back up to a level 7. Cadence anywhere between 90 and 100. So we get about 30 seconds recovery. We're not in a recovery right now though. Don't let your heart rate drop too low. Stay with it. Just try to keep your speed, keep your cadence where it is. Enjoy this flatter section because we're going straight back into the hills after this. Keep your cadence where it is. You've got about a minute and a half left here. If you do feel like you're edging into that recovery zone, add on a little more resistance and keep your cadence the same. So feet don't slow down, they're just working a little harder. Keep going. Core is engaged. Legs are working hard. "45 seconds left. If you can, pick up your speed until the end. A little bit of a sprint here. Cadence, if you can, between 100 and 115. Keep going. 20 seconds. Stay with that pace. You got it. All right, slow your legs down. Drink some water if you need it. Because guys, we are back in those hills. Come up to level 8 resistance, slide back into saddle. Cadence between 70 and 80 should feel challenging. This hill isn't quite as long as our last one. Just under 4 minutes. Come on, legs are strong. Scan your form, make adjustments where you need to.
Body rock in the mirror. Come on, talk to me.
Keep going.
I'll make you see. You'd like to be. Curiosity. You spin me right round.
All right, let's come up for a little run. Hands are in first.
Little crazy.
Cadence still between 70 and 80.
Boy right now.
Shoulders are relaxed.
Can't hear that sound.
Keep going.
Bring the party down.
Stay with it.
We're gonna wreck the town, 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 town. Your face is super now, 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 now. We'll bring the party down, 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 down.
All right, back in the saddle. Add on a little more resistance. Staying between a level 8 and a level 9.
Don't miss.
Slide to the back of the saddle.
Talk to
Both
me.
legs are fully engaged. Bringing those pedals back and up.
Decent exposure.
Cadence should be hovering somewhere around 70. If you can go over that, increase your resistance. Keep going.
Little crazy.
Movement should be smooth.
For the boy
We're gonna come up out of the saddle soon. About 30 seconds left here. Stick with it.
Can you hear that sound?
Keep going. Don't slow that pace. Come on, dig in.
Bring the party down, 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 down.
All right, last time. Gear up, coming up to a level 9. Should force you up out of the saddle. Hands come out to third. Cadence between 60 and 65 is challenging. 1 minute to the top of this climb. Stay with it.
Crazy for the boy right now. Show me.
Legs are feeling it. Go. Come on. Use the beat of the music to give you a steady pace. Give you a little energy if you need it. 20 seconds. Come on. All the way to the top. Stay with me. All right, back in the saddle. Decrease that resistance to a level 8. No lower than that. We're still in the hills. Hands come back to second. Catch your breath for a minute. Grab some water. Cadence should be between 70 and 75. We're still in those hills.
Dilate your iris, no hold on me, I'm wireless. Break up the silence, be loud, be bold, don't fight it. So bright, what have you?
Got about 2 minutes in this climb before we have a little bit of a breather.
I do what I want to. Wildcat, no copycat. Don't need no format. Take it down and bring it back. When the beat comes in, you'll be feeling it.
We're gonna come up out of the saddle shortly.
Don't need no format.
Hang in there.
Take it down and bring it back.
All right, come up. Hands are in first, standing run. Make sure that you're still at a level 8 resistance. Cadence between 70 and 75. Weight is over your feet. Sorry, someone just rode by on a bike pulling some sort of paddleboard after him. Can't be rude. All right. Increase that resistance to a level 9. Hands come back out to third. A lot of standing climbs today, guys. Let me know in the comments section how you feel about that. Some people love standing climbs, some people hate them.
Take it down and bring it back. When the beat comes in, you'll be feeling it. Wildcat, no copycat. Don't need no format.
Come on, dig in.
When the beat comes in, you'll be feeling it. All eyes on me. I shine with
Legs are burning. You got about 30 seconds to the top.
take me and you do you. All eyes on me. I shine with everything I do.
Upper body stays loose. Relax those shoulders, especially if they're starting to creep up around your ears. Ooh. I think a squirrel just fell out of a tree. All right, well, poor little guy. Back in the saddle. Decrease that resistance down to a level 6. Oh man, guys. I wish I could just have cameras everywhere so you could see everything I'm seeing. Gosh. Oh, it's not moving. Oh well. All right, grab some water. Sorry. I'm usually not so distracted. All right. Add on a little more resistance, coming up to a level 7. Cadence between 90 and 100. Hands can be in first or out in second, whichever feels more comfortable for you. One of the many reasons I love filming outside. Oh, man. All right, we're gonna add on a little more resistance. Come up for some jumps. You can jump at your own pace or match me, whatever you're comfortable with. Just make sure you alternate your leading leg with each jump. And when you come up out of the saddle, weight stays over your feet. Power that's moving you up and down comes from your legs, not from your arms. These jumps are probably gonna get your heart rate back up a little bit. That's good. Keep going. Stay with it. Last jump. Slide back in the saddle. Hands come out to second. Breathe any tension out of those shoulders. Nice and relaxed. Check the rest of your form. "30 seconds left before we go into our last climb. Oh, it's getting humid out here. All right, we're going into our last climb. This is about a 3-minute seated climb. Let's go ahead, add on some more resistance, coming back up to a level 8. Legs slow with that added resistance. cadence should be between 70 and 75. Keep going. Got about 30 seconds left in the saddle. And then we're gonna end with heavy resistance. Stand and climb. Stay with it.
I wanna get you on the floor. So bring your body close to mine. The music
Come up to level 9. That added resistance is going to force us up out of the saddle. Hands out in third position, standing climb. Cadence between 60 and 65 should be challenging. I'm going to keep it here. Stay with it. Stay focused on what you're doing. Don't let that cadence wander. Got just over a minute left on this hill. We're gonna do something a little crazy. We're gonna pick up our pace. Don't touch that resistance. We're still at a level 9. I know this is gonna be harder. You're toward the end of a 30-minute class. Let's pick it up. Last minute, I want you to break away from the pack. You can see the top of this hill. It's coming closer. I'm not gonna give you a specific cadence I want you to hit. You know what you're capable of doing right now. Just go faster than you were, whatever that looks like. Hands are relaxed on the handlebars. Stay with it. Back in the saddle. Great job. Decrease that resistance. Coming back down to a level 6. We're gonna be on a flat road for the next minute before we cool down. Focus on your breathing. That flat road beneath your bike. Cadence somewhere between 80 and 100. Whatever feels comfortable for you right now. As soon as you can, take those breaths in through your nose, pulling that oxygen all the way down into your belly, and exhaling through your mouth. Sitting up nice and tall. Decrease that resistance on your bike a bit more. Legs slow down. We'll end with 3 deep breaths. First deep breath in, shoulders come up to your ears. Release them back down as you exhale. Second deep breath in and release. Third deep breath, shoulders come all the way up to your ears. And release them as you exhale. Thank you for joining me for this 30-minute ride today. Please be sure to like the video before you go. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that now. We appreciate your support, and I hope to see you again soon.